Hey guys, it's Eric, and today we're going to look at my most recent purchase of the Ramvu AICE 3. Now, this is air conditioning that goes on your neck. This is not just a fan, this is actually air conditioning. Today, I'm going to talk about 3 things that you, as a bigger guy like me, are going to want to know before you decide to buy this. So this is specifically for big guys because I know what it's like to be a bigger guy in the middle of summer, and having one of these is definitely a must-have. All right, first thing that you need to know about this is that this thing does work. Believe it or not, it's not going to cool you off tremendously though, but it definitely does work. Having that air conditioning plus the fan on your neck and on your face, definitely a huge plus. I've taken this on boats, I've taken it on exercise walks. I've definitely been in the middle of summer with this thing, and this thing definitely brings down my entire body temperature just a few degrees. Now realize that this is not going to be extremely cold. You're not going to feel like it's in the 70s. If it's 90, 100 degrees out, it's probably going to feel like maybe 88 degrees, if you know what I mean. It's just going to bring it down just a few, just to make it a little bit more comfortable so you're not sweating as much. I know how it is, guys, trust me. So that's the first thing that you need to know, is that this actually does work. It actually is AC. Those plates on your neck at those big veins in the back of your neck, I forget what those things are called, but they definitely cool your body down. And then with that fan, it kind of takes some of that coldness and blows it up onto your face. Obviously, I've run it as cold as possible, and I also keep the fan on as high as possible. And most of the time, to be honest, I control it in the app. Yes, there's a touch screen. I kind of find that touch screen not to be very well designed, and it's just easier to go into the app if I have to adjust it. But like I said, I just keep this thing on the lowest setting possible with the highest fan possible, and I'm good to go. Okay, second thing that you're going to want to know if you're a bigger guy like I am, that it kind of is tight. When I turn my neck a little bit, left and right, it's not extremely tight, but it's also not extremely comfortable. I do have it on the lowest setting possible because I know if you're a bigger guy like I am, you're just going to keep this as cool as possible and that fan up all the way. And I gotta tell you, it does definitely cool down the body temperature, like I mentioned earlier, but not as much as you think. Maybe just a few degrees, especially in the middle of the summer when that sun and heat is at its max. So just keep this in perspective that it will help you, but it's not like taking a cold bath, right, or going into the pool or anything like that. It just kind of helps bring down the temperature just a few degrees. And now for the third and final thing that you're going to want to know is the fan that you're probably hearing right now is pretty loud. So I like to keep it up all the way, but if I had to talk to other people, it definitely is very loud to me. Now, I'm not quite sure how loud you can hear it or if people around me can hear it at all. But what they can hear is if you start playing music or having a phone call, that they definitely will hear. That's what it sounds like. Sounds like it's on the back of my neck. So just realize that that's not super loud and definitely does not sound the best, but at least you have the opportunity to listen to some music. Maybe you're on the beach and you just want to bring one thing and don't have to worry about it. Then something like that is awesome. Or maybe you're doing some exercising or bike riding, then having something like this, 2 birds, 1 stone. You have your music, you have your AC unit, and you're good to go. So as a bigger guy, yes, I do think this is worth it, but realize that it's not going to really cool you off a lot. It's just going to bring it down a little bit just to make it a little bit more comfortable. But for the price, it kind of is very expensive, so definitely keep that in mind. But I don't regret buying this, so I definitely give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, guys. See you guys on next video.